Question 3. Function f is defined by this, the cubic function, for this domain. On the same plane, sketch graphs f and f inverse, then state the domain and range. All right. Okay, so let's first try to sketch the graph. This is our Cartesian plane. They want us to sketch the graph of a cubic function from -1 to 2. So -1, this will be 1, this is 2. Okay, this one 0 lah. Okay, so if you don't know, you can learn by drawing on a graphing calculator. So you can go online, just type in graphing calculator, then you can draw here. So let's draw x cube. So this is what a cubic graph will look like. Okay, it will intersect at the origin here, at 0 here. So we want to draw from -1. Okay, so when x is -1, y also -1, until x is 2. So when x is 2, we get 8. Okay, so our graph is something, I use different color lah. Okay, our graph is something like that, and then going up. Okay, so when it's -1, here also -1. So this is -1. And when it was 2, y is 8. Okay, so our domain for this is -1 to 2. They already gave lah. And our range of graph will be between -1 until 8. Okay, from here to here. This is our range. Right. But they're asking to state the domain and range of f inverse x. Okay. So first let's look at how to draw this f inverse graph. Okay. You need to know the relationship between f and f inverse. F and f inverse are the reflection on the line y equals to x. Okay. This is the line y equals to x. If you reflect this graph, if you reflect this graph on this line, you will get the inverse function. So let's try to reflect. Okay, we use blue color. So when you reflect this point, it will go here. This point is on the line, so your reflect also will be there, same as to this point and same as to this point. So our graph will look something like this. This will be our f inverse x. The purple one is our fx. Okay, so this is the inverse graph. Right. So let's zoom in here. If this is, let me erase a bit lah. So if this point is 2, 8, when you reflect on the y equals to x axis, our y will become x and our x will become y. So this point will be 8, 2 after reflection. And then same goes to the rest lah. So this one no problem because it's -1, -1. So it's just -1, -1 even after reflection. Okay. So now we know that the x value here is 8. And the y value here is 2. I know it doesn't look proportional, but it's supposed to be lah. Okay, this is just a sketch. Okay, now we can answer their question. So they want us to find the domain and the range of f inverse. So this is our f inverse graph. Our domain is from -1 until 8. Okay, the graph ranges from -1 to 8. So we can say it's between -1 and 8. And for the range is from here to here So this is between -1 and 2. So the range is the f is between -1 and 2. Okay, or you can say f inverse lah. Okay, since this is the f inverse graph. Right, so this is the answer. The domain is between 1 and 8, range is between -1 and 2. Okay, fun fact, the domain, okay, let's look at the domain for the domain and range for the f graph. Then we'll see the fun fact. Okay, so for the f graph, okay, the normal function fx, the domain was between -1 and 2. Okay, this one they already gave, the purple color one. So the domain was -1 to 2, and the range of this graph was between -1 to 8. This was the range. But when we inverse it, it will just swap. So the domain of the f graph will become the range, and the range of the f graph will become the domain for the inverse graph. Okay, so this is for the function fx, and this will be for f inverse x. Okay, this is the fun fact now. So if you know the domain of fx, you will also know the range of f inverse x. If you know the range of f inverse, you will also know the domain of, if you know the range of fx, you can find the domain of f inverse x. Same thing. That's it.